Welcome to the Fenway Focus. My name is Jason. I'm here with Derek, and this is, I guess, part two of the Red Sox progress reports for the month of May. But first comes to first. Derek, we're going to go recap the Red Sox series against the Braves. Sox split the series. I don't know. I don't know what to feel. I mean, this team is mid, like we expected it to be. Sox lost the first game and then won the second game in incredible fashion. So, Derek, for starters, how are you doing, and what are your general thoughts before we dive deep down into the series? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, we both predicted series splits, if I remember correctly. You had the right order of the split. I wasn't going to copy you. I needed to do something a little bit different. I don't know what victory parade you're making because it doesn't really matter. We still both predicted it right. Um, but I will say, I am doing well. I will. This Brave series was kind of the tale of two games.
No,
Um, it,
yeah.
yeah, it was. It was like first game, there were struggles, and I know the pitching staff didn't have the greatest of games. They lost 8-3. Cutter Crawford, he gave up 4 earned, including 6, and there's also 2 unearned, so 6 total runs in the 6 innings. He pitched. His ERA is now 3.51. And then Chase Anderson, nice job kind of eating up innings. 3 innings pitched, just the 2 earned. The game was a little bit lost by then already. So, I mean, you take that from Chase Anderson. Not great, but, not terrible at all. Offensively, there wasn't much going on. Only 5 hits, no multi-hit games. I don't even know if anyone reached base twice. It was that bad of a game. Dom Smith did hit a home run, so shout out Dom Smith. He's not being pathetic, at least not totally pathetic. So that's nice to see. And then in the second game, it was a one hitter for the Red Sox. Nick Pivetta, 7 strong, only gave up 1 hit. And then Zach Kelly and then Brad Keller came in and they they finished out the one hitter. There were a couple walks in there, but overall, great game for the Red Sox, and kind of sucks because it's like after a game where you only give up 1 hit, it's like, oh, what if, Um,
Yeah.
it's like, what if they didn't like, but overall good game for the Red Sox, and Duran had a nice game. Valdez, he had a nice game, nice little hit in that game, which was a double. You look at uh, Jamie Westbrook, he got his first career hit. Ref Snyder had a couple hits. Devers, a couple hits, including, not including, both of them were home runs. O'Neill had a nice game, 2-hit game. Dom Smith had a 2-hit game. I forgot to mention Duran also hit a homer. David Hamilton had a hit. So overall, nice game for the Red Sox, and 9 runs, 13 hits. Into going into a series against the White Sox where White Sox have been bad, really bad. 13 in a row they've lost, 17 out of their last 18. The Red Sox getting that win in that game against Atlanta gives them at least some momentum heading into that White Sox series.
Right. I mean, considering the schedule you have left, this is like your only break for a little while to like the Blue Jays in a week, 2 weeks. So you gotta take advantage of it, I guess. But before we preview that series, I'm going to give my thoughts. We'll start with the first game. Sox lose 8-3. Defense really matters. 200 runs. Dom Smith made 2 really bad errors. Both of them. One of them was just a grounder that just ate him up, and then the second one was you just didn't catch Jamie Westbrook's throw, which could have been a little bit better, but still, veteran first basemen like him have to make that play. Fried was incredible. 7 innings pitched, only 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 13 strikeouts. Crawford, like I said, 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, or 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. In the past month, Cutter Crawford hasn't been great. In his past month, he's been 0-4 with a 5.82 ERA. So take that. I don't know. take that how you wish, or I forget. I don't know the freaking phrase. At
Is it
least,
take that as you wish?
yeah, take that as you wish, I guess. Giving up a home run in 5 out of his last 6 starts, has walked at least 2 guys in every start. Hasn't recorded more than 6 strikeouts in a start since April. So I don't know. Are we seeing regression to the mean? Yes, but I still think his potential's up there. So you can't really base his season on 1 month. There's still the rest of June, July, August, and September. So there's room for improvement, I guess. So then you go to the second game, the tale of 2 games. Derrik, you nailed that. You hit the nail on the head there. 1 hit shutout the first time the Braves got shut out since May of 2023. The first time the Red Sox had a 1 hit shutout since July of last season. Really good. Pivetta was just commanding the zone with all of his pitches, basically. His fastball was great. Challenging guys. In a Braves lineup that is very deep, Austin Riley was the only guy who got a hit. Even that, I mean, not too many walks, only 2 walks by the Red Sox pitching staff. Great game, like you said. Zach Kelly, Brad Keller finished up the game. On the offensive side, Duran had 2 hits, including a triple and a home run. Valdez, Westbrook getting his first hit. Refsnyder had 2 hits. A lot of multi-hit games. Devers had 2 homers, his first multi-home run game this season. O'Neill had 2 hits, so like to see that, especially since he was ice cold. Hamilton had a hit. Dom Smith had 2 hits. You like to see it a lot, and use this momentum to go into, let's preview the White Sox series, which, like you said, they lost 13 straight and 17 of their last 18. So White Sox aren't great. I'll start with you, Derrik. What do you have in this series? Do you have a sweep, a 4-game sweep? Do you have a split? Do you have 2 out of 3 out of 4? What do you got?
2 out of 3 works. Now they're gonna go 3 out of 4. The Red Sox team, there's going to be 1 game that they play down to the White Sox or they get killed somehow by the White Sox. Benintendi might have a massive game somehow. Come back.
That'd be very fitting.
Come back from the dead. Yohan Moncada is going to somehow not be injured and play in 1 game and, tear us apart. No, in all seriousness though, the White Sox, as bad as they've been, they're still a big league team, right? They still some talent. You look at like the Garrett Crochet game. Garrett Crochet could go out there and shove for 7 innings and not give up any runs. And if you're off, and if you can't score, you're not gonna win, right? Something like that could happen, right?
Yep.
So it's not totally uncalled for that the Red Sox could lose a game. Like, they definitely could lose a game. Do I think they lose more than 1? Probably not. But I wouldn't be shocked if they lose 1 game this series. So I'm going to take the 3 out of 4. If I had to put my money on it, like I said, I would probably put it on the Crochet start, which I think is the 2nd game. But that's what I do. And also milestone for you, Jason, because of Cooper Criswell making another start. So
with his next start, King Cooper Criswell will have 10 starts on the season. What did I say? He'll have 10 plus starts by August 1st. That take, assuming he's healthy, will be correct. Imagine he's like a last-minute scratch on a warm-up pitch.
Hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
Tears his UCL on a warm-up pitch in the bullpen.
No, it has to be his last pitch.
I can't put that out there. I can't. That shouldn't be putting that into the universe.
Okay. Pitching matchups. Tanner Houck versus Woodford. A lot of scrubs. Garrett Crochet versus King Cooper Criswell on Friday. Saturday, Bayo versus Nestrani. Then Sunday is a bullpen game for the Red Sox because Cora said it was going to be a bullpen game. I mean, they need to give the starting rotation a day of rest. I'm fine with that, especially with a bad White Sox team against Chris Flexen. So I'm going to go 3 out of 4 as well. I think it's hard to get a series sweep in a 4-gamer. I think no matter how easy the opponent is, just reality is it's tough. I think, as much as I hate to say it, they lose the King Cooper game. Garrett Crochet. Garrett Crochet has been lighting unless bearing a trade between now and for tomorrow. Crochet's just been lighting up the floor. He's been doing everything well. Strikeouts high, but Cy Young candidate. Him and Tyreek Skubal and Tanner Houck, probably my top three. I know you're a big Tyreek Skubal guy, so enough on that. I have 3 out of 4. Any final thoughts, Derek, until we go to our regularly scheduled program, or anticipated program, I should say?
Not really. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching the first or last game of the series, considering the Celtics are playing.
Well, the last game of the series, remember the Celtics play at 8.
Oh yeah.
The Red Sox game is going to be at 2. So,
well, the first game. I don't know how many people are watching the first game. I mean,
I'm not.
I am, but I'm watching both at the same time. So I'm watching both because
You're a multitasker. I might do that too.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I'm gonna be watching both, but like, it's not, not the same, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, the Celtics game is gonna be on the TV, but the Red Sox game probably be on my phone, so it's not the same. But no, I will say this too. The White Sox are starting to get to the point where they might be like the worst team we've seen in a while.
Oh my God, I know.
Like, it's bad.
They have no talent. They're going to probably trade Crochet at the deadline, knowing them. They're probably going to have... They might try to trade Benintendi. I don't think they will. That's a bad contract. I don't think they can, though, either. They're going to try to trade a lot of guys.
Yeah, and like Lou Bob's on a rehab assignment. I don't know when he's coming back up, though. I think
Lou Bob, he's in danger.
He is back up, but he's...
He might make some noise. He's on a very friendly contract.
Yeah. You have Gavin Sheep.
We'll see.
Who's kind of
Andrew Vaughn.
Bad. Corey Schultz.
Martin Maldonado has been elite.
What do you mean?
At sucking.
Yeah, I was going to say elite.
What I saw, is that a 244 OPS?
Yeah, 076.
076 batting average. My God.
They have 2 former Astros catchers, the White Sox. Maldonado.
Who do they have? Maldonado and Castro?
Corey Lee.
That's sad.
Max Stassi too, actually. I think Stassi was
that.
In the Astros
No way.
System. I think Stassi was in the Astros system before he was traded to the Angels. Yeah, he was. Stassi was with the Astros from 2013 through 2016.
Ew.
Up till 2019, actually.
Ew.
Stassi's
real quick, off topic. Ew, the Mets Phillies game's on at 10 a.m. on Sunday.
What?
Uh-huh. It's not even Roku. The Roku game is Giants Rangers.
I'm not waking up that early. Today I didn't wake up till 12:30. You expect me to wake up for 10? I ain't waking up that early.
Anyways, without further ado, let's get to our second part of our May progress report. So I'll hand it over to Derek to kind of... I'm just going to hand it over to you.
Yeah, I'll just hand it over to me. All right, so we did our May progress report at the... we started them last episode, and we did the position players. Well, there's not only position players. Pitchers are a thing. So with that, we have to do the pitchers and do their May progress reports a little bit late now, if you kind of think about it. But even then, it's more than fine. We're still in the first week of June. It's not that late. So we're going to do it. It is the progress reports for the pitchers. And we are going to start with Josh. I'm joking. We're not starting with Josh Kowski because he didn't pitch enough innings. Gotcha. You have to pitch 10 innings or more, with the exception of like Kenley Jansen because he only pitched 8 innings. But like,
he's a bullpen arm too.
Yeah, exactly. So actually, we'll say 8 innings because Kenley pitched 8. Winkowski only pitched 6, right? So 8 innings more. So we are going to start. I know I brought him up. We'll start strong. Kenley Jansen.
He stayed healthy for the most part.
Was 4 for 4 in save opportunities, but had a 4.50 ERA in the month of May as well.
How many blown saves?
None.
None. So he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 appearances. 4 of them were save situations.
Eight appearances in the
Or
month
8.
of May.
Okay, 8.
4 save situations, all, and he got 4 saves.
He only walked 2 guys, and
Yep.
you know what?
He did give up 4
Solid
runs.
closing option. He gave up 4 runs. They were in garbage time, though. Not garbage time. They were not in save situations.
Mm-hmm.
Gets the job done. B. He stayed healthy. He's closer.
I got a
4 for 4 in
C.
save.
I have a C just because I'd expect a little bit more from him in terms of if you want if he's supposed to be like an actual closer, like he only pitched 8 times the entire month, and out of those 8
They didn't
times,
need him, though. They either get blown out.
No. Here's my point. He only pitched 8 times in the month, which means he pitched 8 innings, and in those 8 innings, he gave up 4 runs. Even though he didn't blow any saves or anything, giving up 4 runs in 8 innings is still not ideal for your closer, right? So for that, he gets a C.
But we know Kenley sucks outside of save situations for whatever reason. Given that, I give him a B.
But here's the thing: a save situation is 3 or less runs. If you're up by 3 and he gives up 2 runs, he still gets a save, but you gave up 2 runs. You know what I mean? So it's like
still save the game.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's if Kenley Jansen's supposed to be this closer who's like this not dominant closer, but like he's supposed to be a sure thing on the back end of your bullpen,
we know he's not like the closer he once was. We know there's going to be a bump in the road. So given the fact that he had a shaky month of April coming into May, better 4 for 4 in save opportunities. He didn't have like a blow up per se. I know 4, like you said, is a lot of runs, but considering last month and considering our expectations going into this month, I think it culminates to a B.
I'm sticking with the C on Kenley Jansen. So that'll wrap up for Kenley Jansen. Next up, we have Zach Kelly.
Ooh. He had one like bad start, but I think I give him an A. I liked what I seen out of him. 0-1, 3.09 ERA, 8 strikeouts in 8 appearances. Same thing. He had that one bad start against San Francisco. Let's see. Didn't really. That's tough. I'll give him 3 innings. Other than that bad start against the Giants, he's been solid. In the times he gave up multi-hits, he went at least 2 innings. So I'll give him an A. Solid option out of the bullpen. Considering what he did last month, I like what I've seen him. He's worked some stuff in AAA. Like it a lot. A. I rely on him a lot to get the innings, and he's in kind of that long relief role now, which is like, oh, okay, we'll see. So I'll give him an A. It's a stretch. That's a stretch. I'd give him an A- or a B+, but I give him an A. I like Zach Kelly.
I'm going to lean towards a B, ever so slightly, but I kind of echo everything you've said. But I'm going to ever so slightly lean towards a B because I feel like there are people who I have in the A category who more so exceeded their expectations and whatnot. So because of that, I'm going to put Kelly in the B.
Hold on a second. I'm changing mine to a B. Those walk numbers are bad.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 walks and 11.
4. Yeah, 10 walks and 8 innings. Or not 8 innings.
11 and 2/3.
11 and 2/3, 8 walks. At least the walks. Nah, B. That goes me down to a B. I thought his walk numbers were better. That gets me down to a B. I'm sorry.
Also,
sorry, Zach.
Real quick, before we move on, I need to talk about how MLB The Show. The White Sox and myself as the Rockies had the worst record, and we ended up 7th and 8th in the draft lottery.
Sucks to suck.
Kind of BS is that? I
Sucks to
picked the
suck.
Rockies to be bad to try and get the number one pick because I've never had the number one pick in this year's game yet, and I can't get it. But that's besides the point. That's fine. I'll still draft a stud at 8. That's fine. We're moving on. Next up, we have Chase Anderson.
Chase
And
Anderson.
I'll take this. I'll just take this one. Keep this easy. This is a B. Eats innings, 3.21 ERA in 14 innings. 8 appearances out of the pen. The 7 walks is a little bit high, but 8 strikeouts.
That was in two. He walked 6 guys in both of his in the games in like 2 consecutive games. Other than that, solid. I echo everything you said. Give him a B. Solid B. Does what he does his role like really well. What you got him for, what you assigned him to be, good. B.
Pretty much, yeah. No, literally. Next up will be none other than Chris Martin. 270 ERA, but did have a couple blow-ups.
12 strikeouts.
No walks, that's typical. Typical Chris Martin.
Commanding the strike zone.
It's an interesting one.
It's inflated by one bad start. Or one bad outing.
Yeah.
Against the Tigers.
Oh, it definitely is.
That makes it a B. But if you erase that, that's an A.
Probably. I'm kind of with you on the B, I think. I'm like
he's no longer that like shut down, like he can get you out of jams type of guy anymore, which is kind of expected. Now he's on the IL due to anxiety. Very unfortunate, but I look at him as a guy who he'll get you a clean 8th. But I think it's obviously a step down. Like before, like last year, like he could get you out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. This year, I don't think he can do that.
That's fair.
Granted, his season ERA is 4.70 or something like that. It's not great. So it would have been an A had he not had a blow up start last week against the Tigers. So
yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. I can agree with that. Yeah, I think it's gotta be a B. I think. So next up will be none other than our favorite reliever, Justin Slayton.
Justin Slayton.
This one's rough because 6.17 ERA in the month, had a couple blow-ups. But still, overall, 16 strikeouts, just 2 walks. Didn't give up any homers. Did get hit around a little bit, though.
2 walks, commanding the strike zone. Blow-ups, yeah. 5 hits, 0 hits, 3 hits, 0 hits, 2 hits, 3 hits, 0 hits, 1 hit, 2 hits. Roll the dice. Rough step back. Is he still a high... Okay, is he still a high leverage arm, in your opinion?
Yeah. Because he had a couple blow-ups, so it seems like he's kind of turned the corner on that, so...
I'll give him a B.
I would go C. I think you gotta go C. The blow-ups hurt him, I think.
They do.
They weren't small blow-ups either, necessarily.
Yeah.
That's
I still think B. I still think he's a solid option out of the pen. I still do. He has time, and he also has time to figure out. If he has the same month again in June, that, for me, will go down to a C, maybe even a D, depending how bad it is. But can't have another bad outing like that. I'll give him a B.
Yeah, I can kind of get it, but I would still go. I would still go with a
C.
The C. Yeah, I think I would still go with the C. So next up, we're gonna stick with the relievers here. We're gonna go with Greg Weissert.
He was freaking good.
12 innings, 14 strikeouts, 2 walks. Did give up 16 hits in those 12 innings.
Yeah.
Just 5 earned, though. 3.75 ERA. For me, I kind of got a C here. I don't know. What do you have, Jason?
I have a B. I'm being very generous. I think it was a solid month for these pitchers in general. For some of them, some of them took a step back, but overall it was another solid month. I give him a B. The hits are high, but the runs aren't, which is the thing. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs, 16 hits. Okay, that kind of is a better number, but at the same time, like I said, if he has the same month next month in June, I will give him a C.
All right. So, yeah, I got a C for Oyster. Next up, our Lord and Savior, Babibble, Brennan Bernardino. 0.77 ERA in 11 games, 11 and 2/3 innings, 12 strikeouts, 4 walks. Only gave up 2 runs,
hits.
and only one of them was earned. This one's an A for me. I think this is
A. Enough said.
Yeah.
Next pitcher.
Yep. I agree with
Our
that.
Lord and Savior.
Next up, one of the fun stories on this Red Sox team, Cam Boozer. 12 games, 12 and 2/3 innings, just 4 earned. Did give up 2 homers, though, but only 4 runs. 17 strikeouts and just 1 walk in those 12 and 2/3 innings, 2.84 ERA. I have an A as well.
Strike thrower. Lefty. Great option. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 earned runs. You said A?
Yes, I have an A. Because I also think too he doesn't have much of any expectations really.
For his role, he's good. Not really asked to go in high leverage situations. So for that reason, I'll give him an A. If he was like a Justin Slayton, where he didn't, that's different. I'll give him a B. But for this, I'll give him an A. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Excited to see what he does. Good strike thrower. Something he worked on in AAA.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. And I'm in the same spot as you, in that sense. Next up, we have the starting rotation, and we're gonna start with your favorite, Cooper Criswell. 6.04 ERA.
Just kidding.
5 starts, 25 strikeouts, just 6 walks. It's kind of weird for Criswell because he started the month good and then kind of fell off.
Yeah, not great at the end. C.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a tale of two halves. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Tale of 2 halves. I'm gonna go with the ever so slight D though, because I think the bad half was pretty bad compared to the good half. But I think he'll be I'm ever so slightly at a D though with him. So he gets a D for me. Next up, we have Brian Bayo, 5.56 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 8 walks, but did look better late in the month. Kind of a little bit similar to Criswell. Brian Bayo, what do you have?
Yeah. He was not good at all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he wasn't good at all. In the first half, the second half, walks were a little high, but it was better. Earned runs are high. Would I say it was a step down? A little bit. He looked better, but I think overall it was a step down. It's an unfortunate, and I got to give him a C. Despite him going 3-1 in the month, record-wise. I got to give him a C. Just didn't really see any growth from him.
I mean, I think the last start was the last start. I think that kind of pushes this up to a
against Baltimore.
Yeah,
or that was his last. That was his last in the month of May.
What was it? What was the last start?
I think his last start was in June, though.
No. I mean the
no. Talking about the Tampa Bay game.
I might have. I don't know.
That was the one quality start he had in the month.
Yeah, I think that game, that Tampa game was solid, but overall it wasn't a great month. I think the St. Louis start was bad, 3 homers. This is rough. It's rough with him. It's been rough with him, but I think the month of May was bad. I want to talk myself into a C for Bayo, but I don't think I can. I think I got to go with the D as well.
I thought you were gonna say B.
It was a bad month, though.
Yeah, a step down. I say a step down because he did look a little bit better, but not great.
Yeah.
So C for me.
Yeah, I have a D, but he's kind of same thing, Chris. Well, very slightly a D though. Next up we have Nick Pivetta, who 5.55 ERA in the month, 5 starts. Didn't do it though, coming off the injured list. So is how much of that affects the grade? We will see. Although he looked really good in his last start against Atlanta, but that was in the month of June, so it does not count, unfortunately. I'll start with Pivetta because I kind of have him in a similar sense. Like he has that very slight D for this month.
Yeah.
Because like it wasn't really that great. I don't know. He's kind of in that same boat as Chris Well and Bayo, and I think Cutter Crawford might fall into that boat too. You can't have a 5 ERA in a month.
I'll knock two birds with one stone. Both Pivetta and Crawford were DRDs.
Yeah, I think I have them both. See, Crawford, 5.14 ERA, 6 starts. They gave up 5 homers, 32 strikeouts, just 11 walks.
Yeah, D.
Yeah, it's been rough. And best for last, Tanner Houck, 2.09 ERA, 6 starts, 38 and 2/3 innings, 34 strikeouts, just 10 walks, 9 earned, no homers given up either. I think Houck's an A for me.
5 quality starts does it for me.
Yeah. A, we both agree on an A?
Consensus A.
All right, there you go. And there's your monthly progress reports for the month. That's our May progress reports for the pitchers. Position players were last episode. Now that was the pitchers.
Go check it out. Yeah.
You can go check it out.
Yeah, so we're wrapping up about a little over 30 minutes in this. Keep it short and sweet. Derek, any final thoughts as we leave? Did you get a number 1 pick while we were doing the rankings?
No, I got the 8th pick. Let's stuck with the 8th pick. I'm not in the.
Still?
I'm in the off season on my MLB The Show franchise. Although I will actually real quick while we're here, we still have a little bit of time. I'm the Rockies, and I may or may not have picked up 5 starting pitchers in free agency. No, sorry, 4. I picked up Pivetta, John Means, Desclafani, and Jacob Junis. I didn't mean to sign Pivetta, but I accidentally picked him up, so I'm moving Pivetta to the bullpen and to be my closer because my closer last year had a 6 ERA. So, yeah.
Best of luck to you in your MLB The Show franchise.
It's the Rockies. I picked it because I wanted to be kind of...
You know what team you have to do next, though? The Angels.
I considered doing them, but I chose to not do them just because I was like, they do have some interesting pieces. The Rockies, outside of like Tovar and like some prospects, kind of stink. So
yeah,
and Nolan Jones, but like I think I'm gonna trade Nolan Jones, so because it makes sense. I don't think I'm gonna win up until he's close to free agency. So
yeah, well, we'll see on that. Anyways, for Derek, I'm Jason. Thanks for tuning into this episode, and then we'll see you this weekend.